Long ago, in the faraway land of ancient Greece, there was a golden age of powerful gods and extraordinary heroes. And the greatest and strongest of all these heroes was the mighty Hercules. But what is the measure of a true hero now?
Hello, friends. Welcome to Just a Couple of Guys with your co-host, the barrister himself, Pat Crimmins. Yours truly, Ray Rogina, where we now in our third year continue to talk everything. Pat, as you would say, we have a reoccurring guest today.
Reoccurring guest, wonderful place. We've been here before. One of the best patio bars in the county.
I would agree with that. And the major domo of the Old Republic patio bar and everything else is one Nick Smith. Now, we're here for two purposes today. One, to talk about Greek Fest, an annual event in Elgin that Nick and the Karis group seem to be organized.
At a church.
At St. Sophia's, and we're going to talk about all of that in a little bit. And then later on in the podcast, Nick's going to talk about what's available and what's going to be happening all summer long at Old Republic. Great article today in the Daily Herald. We're going to talk about that and what he has in store. And all of that takes place after a word from one of our fine sponsors, and as we always say, it's probably the Karis Group.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Very good.
Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. Are you looking for the place to be? Voted best live music and entertainment venue by the Daily Herald in 2023? That would be Old Republic in Elgin, an indoor-outdoor hub with classic American eats, beer, and cocktails, plus the best sports bar, burgers, wings, and ribs. Best value? Old Republic. Another good place to be.
The Kane County Cougars are back for the summer. The best family entertainment around features sunshine, baseball, and fireworks through Labor Day. With great food, entertainment, giveaways, and running the bases after every game, there's something for everyone at a Cougars game. Thirsty Thursdays feature $2 beer, pop, and hot dogs. And on Sunday day games, a $15 ticket gets you $15 right back in concessions at the ballpark. Visit us at beautiful Northwestern Medicine Field this summer and make your family memories today.
Well, we're back and in a familiar setting, as Pat likes to say. It's a reoccurring place and a reoccurring guest. And as we talked offline, this is Nick Smith's fourth appearance on Just a Couple of Guys.
One more, and he gets a gold jacket.
A gold jacket or something, or Just a Couple of Guys bobblehead.
Well, something. Maybe if we had swag, we could share.
That's a very good point. Note to
Paul.
the cinematographer, pass that along to Paul. Anyway, Nick Smith, good to see you, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here.
Well, there's two purposes for you today. We're going to start with the one that you've been involved with for quite a while. It's a long-standing event here in the Fox Valley, and that's Greek Fest.
Opa.
Opa is right.
What does that mean again? It's like a yay.
Okay. Yay. Hey.
All right. We don't have that in the Irish.
Did you tell me that it's the 45th annual Greek Fest? All right. Now, my notes say this is going to be at St. Sophia's Church in Elgin, which is 525 Church Road, and all that stuff's going to start 2 weeks from today. Well, we're taping this on Friday, and so 2 weeks from it is June 7th. And why don't you talk a little bit about your involvement in this over the years and what can people expect when they come to Greek Fest?
Yeah, so Greek Fest is at St. Sophia in Elgin. It's actually Route 31 and I-90, very easy to get to for people from all of Chicagoland and Fox Valley. And we actually, average on an annual basis for the 3 days anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people that come and visit. And I think that they come, and they've come for the last 45 years because we have a reputation for the best food at a festival you can have. The drinks are ice cold. People really like Greek dancing, getting up and moving. It's a lot of calories in those Greek streets.
A lot of culture.
Yeah, and that culture, you got to work it off a little bit. And so it's good to get up from the table and kind of dance for a little bit.
And while you say it's all Greek to me, the fact of the matter is that you probably have all ethnicities making appearance at Greek Fest. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, not only being at Greek Fest, but we also have, as a congregation, at St. Sophia, it's not just Greek. It is a wide mixture of different. I mean, my dad is a member of St. Sophia, and he grew up Norwegian and Swedish, and he's actually grew up Lutheran.
Right.
So there is a nice melting pot of different ethnicities, both coming and enjoying, but also actually participating.
Very
in
nice of
volunteering
you
events.
to include the Swedes, because usually they're excluded.
Well, except for Swedish dates. Coming up in June, I might add.
Yes.
Daddy of them all.
Can't wait to pod out there.
Listen, obviously the focal point of any kind of fest like this is two things. One, of course, the fine food. We can talk about that. And then second of all, the entertainment. Let's talk about that food. And obviously there will be flaming cheese around. Am I correct?
𝐸𝐸𝐞,
Oh,
yeah.
please.
We flame up, not exaggerating, over 1,000 cheeses over the weekend. And think about that. 1,000 times we have to say "Opa" extremely loud, light, the brandy.
It's like the Beatles. Yeah.
When you say that, can I assume now that the Karis Group is one of the main purveyors of the food, if not the purveyor of the food?
A lot of the Karis restaurant group members are members of the church. And we have a large presence at the festival in terms of volunteering. Bob Karis very well.
Yes.
He runs the bar. So if you want one of his Mai Tais, you go see him at the bar at Greek
Fabulous
Fest.
fun.
And he actually is the procurer of that, in fact, that Mai Tai.
Very nice. Now, this is actually a dumb question, but I'm going to still say plenty of gyros, right?
Number one seller has been all 45 years, of course, the gyro sandwich, and it is an actual mountain of gyro. I'm not
It's the
exaggerating.
King's gyro.
It really is.
King's gyro on steroids.
And I know it sounds like hyperbole to say, but I do go and visit these festivals just to take notes and meet people, different musicians and whatnot. The food at St. Sophia's Greek Fest is the best Greek food you can have at a festival in all of Chicagoland. I mean, there's attention to detail. We talked about 𝐸𝐸𝐞. The pita that goes with that 𝐸𝐸𝐞, the way that they warm that, toast it, is the best pita you can actually have.
So what do you attribute that? The quality of the food. I mean,
I think it's the 45-year-old flat top that's well seasoned. I think it just has a well seasoned flatness to it.
Now, I've had many a meal at Greek Town in Chicago. That's why I'm going to ask the next question. Is another specialty that may or may not be here, but I'm going to ask it. You have octopus.
Yeah, so octopus is something that we're looking to introduce at some point. We do not have octopus at the festival, but we do have everything from a wonderful Greek salad. It's actually my mom is in charge.
Your mom? A wonderful lady.
And she only eats salad, so she takes it very seriously that every salad produced at the Greek Festival is 100% the best salad you can have.
for you salad people.
For salad people out there, we got you covered.
Now,
Are you talking about calamari, or are you talking about...
no, this is octopus. Octopus is different from calamari.
What's the difference?
Calamari is squid.
Oh, squid. And the squid and the octopus are different. Folks, you can go to the Discovery Channel for more information.
We got to laugh over that.
Yes. Thank you, kids.
How about any other notable entree that you want to mention before we get to some of the sweets? Because we got to talk about the sweets as well.
Yeah, so I think we have a little something for anybody with their. I mean, we really have people that come all 3 days and we can try all the food that we offer.
Free admission.
Thank you for saying that.
Is it really? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what I read. Free admission.
No, I'm gonna have to charge it.
Well, I think $1 a head is...
Wow.
No, it's actually
free admission.
Actually, rain or shine too, because the outside grounds and the inside grounds It is I'm actually not exaggerating. It's probably one of the largest tents we've ever seen in King County that we put up.
So you're saying if it rains, people have to get paid money.
No.
But if it's sunny,
we have our Greek chicken, of course.
Greek chicken.
Roasted half chicken. The only way the Greeks know how to do it.
Well, we had a sample of that up at the Village Squire 50th anniversary, and Bob, who you mentioned, brought some that chicken out there. It was good. It was very good.
Souvlaki is the Greek word for shish kebab or a brochette. There's a lot of different words you can use for that. But that's going to be pork that's marinated. And actually, the person, Nick Grievous is his name, that is in charge of the kitchen. His marinade for that souvlaki is what the secret sauce.
patented. We'll get into patent law later in the podcast.
Greek sweets. It's on the advertisement. It says plenty of sweets and Greek specialties. Now,
What's
I
that
know
word?
the Greeks have some fine desserts.
What's that word? Capaneo?
Capaneo.
Capaneo. What is that? Oh, it's a cafe. Yeah. That's where the
You ever had
desserts
Greek
are?
coffee?
I have not. I've never had Greek coffee.
It's very, extremely strong, but flavorful coffee. Most people have
like
it, though, as a frappe. Frappuccino at Starbucks was born from the Greek tradition of a frappe.
See, people assume that's Italian, but it's Greek.
But is it like an espresso? Is it close?
I would say it's close to
close to espresso. Heavy duty. How about those sweets now?
Baklava.
Well, I was going to say the baklava.
Didn't he play shortstop for the Orioles?
Kurt Bavakwa. Not baklava. Kurt Bavakwa.
I've been doing this for a number of years, being the chairperson of the festival, and I always am very anxious to talk about the Greek sweets, even at our meetings, because I absolutely butcher how to say most of the actual name of the items. So I just kind of look and say, that looks really good, pick it up, try it. But there's 𝐌𝐿𝐴. I mean, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
So there's about 15 to 20 different sweets and pastries that people can choose from, including baklava. You can actually make a baklava sundae at the cafeteria.
I was just going to ask that question, whether there's a Greek sundae or malt or anything like that with ice cream specialties and stuff like that.
Do you know what the most popular Greek special sweet is, though? Do you have a guess?
I'm going to say, what is this thing? What?
It's actually loukoumades.
I've heard that. I don't think I've ever had
He was a
that.
boxer in the 50s.
Loukoumades are those fried puffs of flour, like a donut. They come out, they roll that in sugar and drizzle with honey, and then a little powdered sugar as well.
If you haven't figured out here, this all-inclusive Greek Fest, with everything you're looking for, I don't know what you're looking for. He laid it out, but we got one more piece here.
Wait, I think we buried the lead, though. Did you say that you're chairman of the event?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? And how many times have you done that?
I've been chairperson since 2020.
Oh, wow. So is it fourth, fifth year?
I didn't honestly stop counting.
The question I think that's pending is, will he get a gold jacket from the podcast or the Greek Fest first? That's the issue.
That's a valid question. Last but not least, we do want to highlight, and I've got the list here, and you can get some comments on the 3 days of entertainment that you have. Right. And of course, as the brochure says, Greek Fest goes from noon till 10 on Friday and Saturday, June 7th and 8th. And on Sunday, it's noon to 9 o'clock p.m. On that Sunday, June 8th. Now, on Friday, you have at 4 o'clock, you have Terran's Greek Band. A little bit about that. What do you know about that?
Yeah, so actually the whole weekend is filled with authentic Greek music played by Greek bands. And thankfully, because we are in Chicagoland, there's a plethora of really good musicians that are, and just like any country, you have Eastern Greek, Northern Greek. I mean, there is different regional.
Yes.
Southern
types.
Greek.
Like Northern and Southern Italian, they all like each other.
Sweet home.
But we also like to, in addition to the Greek music that you'll hear, have some popular American music as well.
Well, I was going to say, is Starlight City at 8 o'clock on Friday? American band. And then the same with the Saturday night at 8 o'clock, we have the Chain that does Fleetwood Mac.
They do, and they do an excellent job here. Matter of fact, I got introduced to them and Starlight City because of the stage right behind us.
Okay, we're going to talk some more about that a little bit later. But then backing up on Saturday, in the middle of the afternoon, we have the Ormy Orchestra. We have an orchestra playing probably some Greek music.
Yep. Brand new for this year. A lot of people, both Terran's Greek Band and the Ormy Orchestra, come on out. Nobody actually in the area, I think, at the Greek Fest has heard these bands.
And by the way, no covers. Free.
No covers, no minimum.
How would you describe Greek music such as these bands play? I mean,
It sounds pretty Greek to me.
okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, how would you describe it versus, Mexican, Hispanic, Cuban, what is there about it that you could detail? Lots of heavy drumming.
A lot of guitar.
A lot of guitar.
Very important. I think hopefully we all know Zorba, the Greek
Zorba.
right?
What's his name? Anthony Quinn.
So that's my.
Try that again, Ben. That's good.
No, that's my personal favorite. When I think of Greek music, I think of Zorba the Greek. And,
Just so we're clear also, no dancing with the cheese that's on fire at the same time, right? That's a hazard.
That's later.
That's when the alcohol hits.
Sunday at 4 o'clock, and we all could use some of this, but particularly Pat and I, Grecian Formula. Grecian Formula, is that a band? Or is that a band? But I think it looks to me like, and it seemed like a good finale on Sunday night at 7 o'clock, and you can talk about this agape dance troupe. So we're going to have some authentic Greek dancing by professionals or the ones who are trying to learn Greek dancing.
Greek people, maybe. Yes.
Greek people.
Actual Greeks.
Actual Greeks will be actually dancing all weekend. And what is kind of neat about it from a tradition standpoint is that the costumes that they're wearing are very much specific to the region that their parents grew up in Greece. So if you grew up near Thessaloniki, which is in the northern part of Greece, your costume might look slightly different than if you grew up on the islands of Crete, in southern Greece. So you have the young people, the agape dance troupe that have been dancing their whole lives and going to classes and learning. But what makes it kind of individualistic is that they're able to kind of display what their parents and their family heritage and their history is.
So you got culture and subculture, basically, right? That's fantastic.
There's a lot of Greek olives all over the place. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, Kalamata.
Have you ever Greek danced?
I have not, but I wouldn't be afraid to do so.
Ray Rogina, fearless. Note to podcast. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about you have a raffle, $10,000. Let's get serious here.
Yeah, it's our grand raffle, $10,000 to the winner. But the really cool thing about it is that we actually pull a winner on Friday night, we pull a winner on Saturday night, and either of those nights, if your name is pulled, you win $500. The really cool thing is that we put it right back in the bin, so you could have up to 3 chances to win. And if you do, based on my calculations, if you win 3 times, you're going to have $11,000.
Wow. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Sunday.
That's right. You mentioned 10,000 plus 500.
Right.
So Sunday's the big 10,000.
Sunday would be the big 10,000.
And
A winner need not be present.
Correct. Yep, that's
right. And it's free to enter. That's right. Now, I wanted to say just one more thing here, Rick.
We got crafts. Do we have shopping and crafts?
Oh, go ahead with the crafts, but I wanted to give out there's a website and phone number. Go ahead.
Well, but we'll maybe say that for last, but you can come up and do a little shopping as well, don't they? You got booths? Or?
Have you ever been to Athens?
I have not.
Okay, so you know the Parthenon?
Oh, well,
I've been there.
It's been under restoration my entire life. It's still not done.
Still not done.
So that area actually in the city is called the Plaka, and that's where people go and do their shopping. They go and they get crafts and jewelry, and merchants go. And so that's why we have the Plaka Greek Fest, the ability. One of my favorite vendors there is authentic Greek olive oil. You know,
Oh,
just great
please.
stuff.
Now we're talking.
Pastas, dry pastas you can take from home, jewelry, all those types of things.
Is the difference of Greek olive oil and Italian olive oil the olives?
You know, Italians, of course, are always going to be very particular about their culture and very proud of it, just like Greek people are.
Right.
But even Italian people will admit that Greek olive oil is second.
Why do you say? Why is that?
It's the region. It's
I'll concede partially. I'll say 1 and 1A. You know, like they say in our race, co-favorites. But anyway, you're right. It's awfully good. And so why don't you give that?
I wanted to give there's a phone number, 847-888-2822. If anybody has any questions, and the website is @SophiaGreekFest.com. And I think that's just one word, @SophiaGreekFest.com.
And Nick will be there to answer any and all of your questions, because he is the chair. And all I can say is
Recurring.
Recurring guest. Ready for the gold jacket if he gets it one more time. And we appreciate the fact that we've got a pretty complete picture of the fact that it's all Greek to us. And it'll be Greek to you too. June 7th to the 9th, St. Sophia's Church, 525 Church Road, free admission. Take a gander, if you will. And we're meanwhile going to take a break. When we come back, Nick's going to stick with us and talk a little bit about what's going to be going on at Old Republic, not only this Memorial Day weekend, but all summer.
The greatest patio in Kane County.
Stay tuned.
Hello friends, this is Ray Rogina, and golf season is here. So I want to tell you, golfers out there, about the city of Elgin's 3 great golf courses. Elgin has become a premier destination for thousands of golfers throughout the region. The combined collection of 36 holes between Bowes Creek Country Club and the Highlands of Elgin provide golfers with an adventure through a variety of unique golf holes in beautiful settings. And if you're looking for a classic yet sporty 9-hole golf course, Wing Park Golf Course is perfect for you. Established in 1908, it is the oldest 9-hole municipal golf course in Illinois. This superior golf course offers something for everyone. Expert players with hours to spare, or the amateur just beginning to learn their swing, will all enjoy a wonderful day at any of our Elgin golf courses.
Well, we're back in another, I would say, nook of the, as you say,
Or is it cranny?
of the finest patio in Kane County.
That's correct.
For Pat Grimm.
My opinion.
Well, that's fine, and I think he's onto something on that. But I want to start by saying that I knew we were going to have a little conversation with Nick about Old Republic and the patio and the live entertainment here. I opened the Daily Herald this morning, and what do I see? None other than the patio right here. And the headline was City Lights and Summer Nights. But our guest has a quote. It says, "We were outside in the midst of a pandemic, and music seemed like a good idea to help people cheer up and take a break from the stress of the world." And obviously, as you develop the Old Republic, its mission, its legend here, et cetera, you've obviously incorporated music into it. Let's talk a bit, before we talk about anything that's going to go on here this year, why did you decide to do something like this, to have a big stage and music? What was it? Go back to the beginning.
Yeah, we had never had music here, live music at the Old Republic, and the truth is, we, in response to the pandemic, had put a large tent in the front of the building, which I know a lot of people remember, and they remember fondly. We were one of the first restaurants in the area to have a large outdoor seating space where people would come and this table wasn't here, this chair wasn't here. We had actually carried the inside furniture, because that's all we had, out to the tent, and we were using that. That was the only furniture we had. But as large as a tent that this was, there was a corner of the tent that, because it was in the parking lot, there's a concrete barrier out there where people park their cars next to it. It was kind of sticking in this tent like a sore thumb, and you can't put a table on it. You know, it's raised off the ground. It's filled with dirt. And I was looking at this fairly large concrete, basically curb in the tent in the corner, and I thought to myself, well, we should cover this up because it looks pretty ugly. Maybe we should cover it with a stage. And so really the only reason why we have live music here was I was trying to cover up a concrete curb in this tent, and we raised a stage over it. And because we had a stage, I thought, well, why not have a musician on that stage? And, you know, the rest is kind of history from there.
Well, and the article goes on, and the subtitle is Kane County's live music scene is hopping. And it goes on to talk about just a variety of venues up and down the valley here that have live music. And obviously, you're part of it, and you agree with the essence of the article here that this is one of the hot spots in the whole Chicagoland area as far as live music.
It says Pat Crimmins.
No, there's actually 3 event venues now in the Karis restaurant family, because you have the Rock House up in West Dundee,
Right.
You have the Old Republic, and actually brand new for this year, Rookies down in Geneva, they actually built an outdoor space. I know that they've had some bands there already, and they have a summer lineup for people to be able to go and enjoy entertainment outside.
We want to give you an opportunity to talk not only about Memorial Day weekend and what you're going to have going on here, but then perhaps a sneak preview. And Pat's right. You go on the Old Republic website. He's got the full list for the whole summer. You can find it all out. But I thought maybe you want to highlight a little bit.
Trivia. And what else? What do you got on Tuesday?
Bingo.
So, regardless of whether you're a live music fan, there's plenty to do here.
Actually, the live trivia that we play, it's every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. We play 2 games. I just found out is actually in the top 5 one of the largest trivia games played in the entire United States, as far as how many people come to play trivia. So we're very proud of that. We've been doing that since we opened, actually, in 2000.
No cheating scandals here.
If I may ask, can I come here and play trivia at the same time, munch on a sandwich?
100%. I welcome that.
I'm sure you do.
Wait, there's food here?
Yeah.
Awfully good.
Well, why don't we talk about that menu? So the people who don't know, what do you got here?
You know, I always, when people ask me what is the Old Republic, what kind of food you have, you know, this place is all American. And what I mean by that is regional specialties from both the Chicagoland area, but also across the country, whether it be Lake Superior walleye from Minnesota, which is our fish fry on Fridays. We have a smoker in the back. We smoke brisket. We smoke our ribs. We smoke our turkey breasts. Prime rib on Saturdays. I know you've had that.
I've had that, and it's delicious.
And actually, the last 5 years, the Daily Herald has voted us to have the best burger in the area.
Very nice.
Which we're very proud of.
And we broil the Cardinals every Sunday.
Now, if somebody still does not have complete and accurate Memorial Day weekend plans, what can you offer them, let's say, on Saturday and Sunday night, since we have a Monday off?
Saturday of Memorial Day weekend, which would be tomorrow, is actually one of my favorite shows of the year. Also one of our largest shows of the year. Actual traveling band named Full House. They tour nationally every year. They're going to be the performance tomorrow night at 8:30. Full House, a play on Full House, because they do all 90s music. So
that's some good music.
Imagine some really talented musicians dressing up like idiots and playing really, really, really good music is Full House. And I got to tell you, the energy of the show is second to none.
Now, because people can sleep in on Monday, except for going to the parade or to various services, we're going to have a group on Sunday night as well.
Yeah, we'll have 2 bands on Sunday. The Walkman Effect will be in the evening, and again on Monday, if people are interested, those burgers I talked about every Monday, every burger, if you come in and dine with us, is half price.
All right. And any particular band that you locked in for during the summer, June, July, August, that you might want to tout at all?
We've got a couple that I'm actually really excited about that have not played here before. Coming up actually next weekend is the Mixmaster Reunion Part 2 with Julian Jumpin' Perez. We have a new band coming. I've never played here before in June called the 1985. You can take a guess at what kind of music they're going to play. Yeah. Later, the week after Julian Perez's show, a very popular act, Busy Bone from Bone Function Harmony, is going to be coming all the way from out of town to visit us. I'm excited about that. And in July, we have an Eminem cover band coming in. I am a huge fan of Eminem.
Eminem.
Apparently, this performance is he looks like him, he sounds like him. It's got the same energy as an Eminem concert.
And I think I saw High Fidelity.
Yep,
that's an old college band. I think when I went to school. I don't know if it's the same. They must be very old.
Well, that's going to be Smith Stock weekend. So we've got High Infidelity, Seventh Heaven.
Let's talk about that. Smith Stock
He's
weekend.
talked about that before.
I know he has.
It's a celebration.
For our new fans here.
No, I know. They're coupons.
Yeah, so my parents go out of town, and when I was younger, they'd leave the house, and we would possibly have some people over.
This sounds like a Clint Hall story, doesn't it?
No comment.
It started to be called Smith Stock as the summers went on, and so when we opened the Old Republic and we started having music, I thought, well, we should maybe revive Smith Stock because that was a lot of fun back in the day.
Yes.
So I think we're on our 4th year of Smith Stock.
But Smith Stock is here at Old Republic.
Now it's here.
All right.
Not at my parents' house anymore. It's here.
The kick shop.
Any questions, Pat?
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't come here. The food is great. The patio's great. Every opportunity you ever wanted for entertainment is here. Various televisions, gaming. I don't know what else to say. And you've got various bears about, which I'm a big fan. Old Republic Kitchen and Bar.
And the website?
www.oldrepublicbar.com.
All right.
Fantastic.
So, the full schedule there for all the bands.
They have a calendar, yes.
All right. Try it out. Listen, we appreciate you taking time today on this busy weekend coming up here. Not only Greek Fest, you're planning that in a couple weeks, but you got the big weekend here at Old Republic. But again, our appreciation for you and the whole Carrots group for being sponsors of Just a Couple of Guys. We really appreciate that. So, I would guess, Pat, that we'll get him in for that gold jacket here at some point down the line.
I would think so, yes. Because this is I can imagine this being a wonderful place to watch a football game. So
I would concur with that.
We should come back.
All right, we're going to take a small break, and then Pat and I'll be back with some closing remarks after this from one of our fine sponsors. Stay tuned.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda.
My dog.
Switch to fast internet on the Xfinity 10G network today. The future starts now.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
Well, we're back, and Pat, again, as we said, another nice interview with a reoccurring guest.
Yes, wonderful as always. Nick Smith brings a lot to the table. He's very versatile in what he does and what he offers. He's a restaurateur, a bar owner, and movie producer.
Yes, he is. And he tells us that Munger Road 2 is in the planning stages, so we'll revisit that at some point in time. Now, on this Memorial Day weekend, we should take a moment to talk about what this weekend means, why we have this weekend, why we have Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's not about the cookouts and the hot dogs and the family visits and the getting together with your friends, really. It's always about remembering the people, the men and women who sacrificed their lives or body parts or whatever it is to the cause, which is America.
Yes, no question about it. So, as you say, we can enjoy with our families the holiday, and the cookouts are inevitable. But at the end of the day, let's remember what this is all about, and why this is still the greatest country in the world, without any question. So it's time for us to say goodbye. And so, once again, on sabbatical, Paul Stucco, our crack producer, not present but always remember.
No missing person report filed.
Not yet, not yet at least. And for our crafty cinematographer, always resplendent again in his blue shirt.
Yes, he looks good.
A new hat, I think, though.
When and how?
Well, we've talked about that. I always want to give him a plug for that. Kevin Ketchum, always looking for different backdrops and so forth.
I've moved a lot today. And we want to thank the birds.
The birds, we'll thank the birds.
I accused Nick Smith of piping in bird music, bird singing, but they're all over the place, apparently. It's nesting season.
I think so. It's also cicada season. I haven't seen one yet, have you?
I have not. I
want to see the blue-eyed one, though.
I am a big fan of the cicada. You know, they're harmless.
And we know that the Kane County Cougars are going to be the Kane County Cicadas for at least one night.
That's right. I want to get a jersey.
So do I.
Yeah.
And for my trusty sidekick, Pat Crimmins.
Thank you,
Ray Rogina, saying so long from Old Republic Bar and Grill in beautiful Elgin.
Have a great and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll see you soon. Take care. So long, everyone.